Oh my gosh. Welcome to Tuesday. You know what that means? It's Dolly Talk Tuesday. Hi, I'm Asenva, and today we have a lot of work to do. As you see in the title of today's stream, it says it is a VOLKS makeover. So, grab a drink. If you have a project to work on too, get your project in front of you and let's get this done. Before we get started, a word from our sponsors. Just kidding, they're not our sponsors, but it's my site. All right, feel free to check out bjdlife.com for articles revolving around the BJD hobby. I have several articles up here. I actually just wrote last week this really cool one called BJDs in Pop Culture. It was really fun, actually, because I got to do research just quite a lot of music videos that feature BJDs. So I went ahead and I added those in there. So feel free to give that a gander. Hi, Christina. Of course, there's tutorials and all that other stuff there too. Also, feel free to check out my Amazon page here, which is in the links down below in case you want to go get some cool stuff, cleaning supplies and things like that that I'll be using today. Some of that stuff comes from here. So if you're curious as to what you can clean your dolls with or what you can use to restring your dolls, I have a list of supplies conveniently ready to go for you. So there is that. Yes. Hi. Oh, Bean, I still gotta check out your video. Maybe I'll do that after this today. So, long story short, friends. My sister's VOLKS Sakura has been sitting underneath her bed ever since she left to Japan, and she left to Japan about like 6 years ago. She like did student teaching or whatever or something like that, like for a year, and then she like bought this VOLKS doll there, and then came back, and then like opened a contract with Jet. And I think she stayed there. She's been there like ever since, you know. So this doll has actually been literally underneath her bed, just there, just like the other dolls that we had. I don't know if you saw my other streams where I did makeovers for her other dolls. Which, by the way, this I've grown fond of him. Okay, let me just tell you right now. I don't know why. I think it's maybe because of all the isekai manga I've been reading. But long-haired dudes are really doing it for me right now. So this dude with this ponytail that's been just chilling here, and the beauty mark that's on his face is like really, I'm liking what I did here. So, you know, he's my little shelf eye candy that I have here. One too big. Anyway, so she has a couple of dolls and stuff. So, the monster doll under my bed. Pretty much. Hey, y'all are punks. Yeah. So, getting back on track. This was one of the few dolls that I did not get from underneath her bed because it was actually hiding in the very back of underneath her bed. So I did some searching and found it, brought it out, and I was like, holy cow. Yo, welcome to the world of, you know, oxidation, because she, like, you see this color, like, looks a lot different than this color down here. This looks really yellow to me. And, like, looking at it in the light, and I'll pan the camera down here so you can see what the legs look like in comparison to the head. Oh, that's freaking weird. I really feel like something happened here because this does not look the same. Hi, Mimino. I'm so glad you're back, Mimino. We'll have to catch up after. So yeah, there's a lot of work that needs to be done today. She needs to be restrung. She needs to be cleaned. And then of course I really want to redo the face up because I did this face up like years ago. So I'm going to pan this down so you can see this really quick. I don't know if you really can tell a difference on camera, but I don't think you can. I was really hoping you could. I don't think you can really see it too well. But they really are. It's really hard to show you on camera, but it's just really crazy because the head just looks so much different than the body. This looks very yellow to me. So I think that's pretty much what went down here. So, oh my god, you might like the MDZS's or TGCF Dongawas if you're on a long-haired boy binge. Dying, maybe. Yeah, I don't know what's up with me lately. It's all the isekai that I've been reading, I think, is what's really getting me addicted here. So anyway, we're gonna go ahead and take off our outfit here because I think doing the face up is gonna be a top priority for me, but really honestly, it's this body that is killing me. She is hecka loose, like beyond loose. So we're gonna go ahead and just take some of this stuff off. I'm gonna throw it back into her box for her. And yeah, you can just see like she's just very floppy. And is just there. Alright, so alright, hopefully YouTube doesn't get mad at me. But anyway, she does have, it looks like some sueding here. I did not notice that until I did this here. Which is very easy to come off if you do hot glue sueding. Like this little piece just came off right now. So I'm going to make sure to clear that. Yeah, we are extremely loose here. This is very loose. This is an older VOLKS doll, so this is just a single jointed body. I mean, I really feel like I wanted to go as far as removing the seams on this doll, but I don't have the equipment for that. Plus I would have to definitely be in my mask and stuff, and I, just not down with that. What is this string? But today that is our goal. I would like to clean it up for my sister, and then, yeah, I'm gonna clean it up for her, and then redo the face up. I'm gonna do this face up over again. So I've got a lot of work, as you can see, ahead of me here. I got my drink here. We're good. And without further ado, I gotta start. Where's my? I thought I had. Wait. Boo! Oh, yeah, just because I feel like I'm just gonna put on just a regular mask. Because sometimes I feel like when I'm scrubbing away, which I'm so sorry for the ASMR you're about to experience, I feel like the little things from the magic clean eraser kind of like jump everywhere, and I'm not down with that, so don't want that up inside my lungs. I'm gonna grab a couple materials here. Some key materials. I'm gonna be using rubbing alcohol. I have 91% rubbing alcohol. If things get really crazy, I've got Winsor & Newton acrylic medium brush cleaner. That's what that is. My brain went blank. I've got some magic clean erasers, different thicknesses here, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So I'm gonna actually scoot my keyboard back a little bit more here so I can have more room, because I gotta separate the body parts and lay them out. So I've got this whole spread going on here. I also have a paper towel, so that way I can go ahead and use it to soak the solution in and just give it a good rub. So I'm gonna do everything, honestly. I think I'm just gonna clean everything individually. So I'm just gonna take everything apart first. All that over there. Oh, let me see what you guys are saying while I'm doing this. My silicone tape instead of hot glue sueding trials were a fail. The silicone tape peeled off too easy, but man, it gripped so good. Oh, that's such a shame to hear that it didn't work out so well. Yeah, I know you were talking about that. Yeah, she actually has some silicone discs. So, like, this is option B that some people can invest in. I am not really too impressed with them. I think they're a real hassle sometimes because they kind of, like, slip around a lot. And then, I mean, just like your hot glue suede, it eventually kind of loses its traction, and it's just, it's just there. So, and then if it picks up anything, it gets really dirty and stuff. But this is a silicone disc. This is something that you can use as well. I'm not sure if I'm going to put that back in there for my sister or not, but, If you've never unstrung a doll before, welcome. Welcome to the world of unstringing. Typically, most dolls are strung with 2 loops of elastic. So right now we have the loop of elastic that's still holding the trunk and the feet together, and then we have a loop of elastic that holds the arms together here. So we are going to have to take everything apart here from the hands, so that way I can release this part. Whenever you do restring, you just want to make sure that you have all your pieces separated into sections, so that way when you're putting it back together, you're not putting like pieces that don't belong together next to each other. So I'm going to go ahead and just put them here side by side, and that way no left and right. So that's what I have here. So yeah. Whew, I think you can use it for that. Wait, what? Yes. Can I use a magic eraser for the fabric staining on my doll? Yes. Sorry, I had to like process what you were saying. Yes, you can. Oh look, more silicone discs. Maybe I'll clean them up and see if they'll work in there. I don't know. Yeah, you can definitely. You can use it dry. So if there is like little staining here and there that you see that you're like, oh man, what's that doing there? Like you can just go ahead and try to give it a dry scrub. Just, you know, do it nicely, and just keep in mind it is a micro abrasive. So if you did happen to put a layer of MSC on the body, just know that it can come off if you're scrubbing at it with your magic clean eraser, because I mean that's what that does. It's its purpose. I'm gonna hang on to this string, so that way I can go ahead and cut new string based off of this old measurement. This is definitely old. He's very old, so. Oh yes. Yes. Feel free to do whatever you need to do with your story. Need me to. I'm so behind. So if you did revamp some of it, I mean, I'll be able to get back to it hopefully here. Ugh. All right, so I'm gonna put one little footy here. The cool thing is that since this is single joint, I am not gonna have to worry about additional floating pieces in the legs. So there's a prize at the end of the tunnel. This fits in really tightly. I'm actually really surprised by this. That's weird to me. But I guess it's the beauty of single joints, maybe? I mean, I don't know. Alright, so we're gonna take this string out. And so now you can see that second part of our string. So this is how the legs are typically strung, you know, it's that another long loop of elastic, and it goes down to 2 loops. So if you imagine this guy here, it's like this inside of the legs, kind of like a letter V, and that's how those guys are in there. So I'm gonna go ahead and push the string back up the torso here, pull that out. VOLKS has an interesting piece here. You see this piece here? Kind of cool. Not sure what the purpose of it is. Okay. Alright, so I've got the leg string. I'm going to put that off to the side, and I've got the arm string here. So my job right now is to go ahead and just clean. So I'm just going to give her a nice scrub, and then I'll go ahead and I'll put in some new elastic on this bad girl. This feels weird. I mean, I wonder if this is the right legs. This has to be, right? Yeah, that it just fits in so snugly, like a puzzle piece. I'm like, really, like there's no movement. Like it literally just locks into that piece there. That's so funny. All right. Whew. I'm gonna plan to reseal the whole body, because I think that's probably what happened here. Is it maybe the body didn't get sealed or something like that, and maybe that's why it turned yellow so quickly? I'm not sure, but I'm going to go ahead and give it just a nice clean with some paper towel and the solution, and then we'll set it off to the side and I'll spray it. So that's it. Oh, you're going to work on a short story. Cool. I'm going to do some re-editing. Oh, I read that, yes. So here we go. We're just giving it a clean. I really have to restring my doll. He's floppy. Mi amor, I know. That's how I feel about this poor baby. Like, it was really, she was like helicopter body. That's how loose she was, so. I'm gonna give this a good scrub. Again, since I am doing this with all the pieces, after I do this, I'm gonna have to wash the pieces with soap and water. So I'm gonna just do this real quick here, and then I'm gonna go rinse these, and then I'm gonna seal them. But hopefully this will kind of help. I'm not sure what sealant was on it or what sealant wasn't on it, but we'll give it a good clean, and we'll work from there. Sorry for the ASMR, but this is what we gotta do. I'm actually really glad I'm wearing this mask because the fumes are pretty strong from this rubbing alcohol. Okay. Give this one a nice little clean. Nice. I'm glad that you are finding a creative outlet. I need to work on my story. I have not gotten around to the next chapter. I feel bad about that. Alright. Keep cleaning. I'm gonna get a little feeties a scrub. Another little feety a scrub. Okay. Put this a little bit more saturated in the chest. Wish I can string my oldest doll myself, but I can't. My hands are weak. She can still stand though. Nice. Yeah, yo, I've got nothing but respect for like people that own the older doll sculpts that used to have like, if you needed to restring them, you had to do it like through the head cap. Like it used to have like a hook, like on this kind of similar. You can actually kind of see maybe that was what the older design for this one was. You see how there's kind of like a resin bar in here? Well, some of them had like an actual like metal like circular piece in the head cap, and you had to attach the S hook to the top of that, and that's a nightmare. I don't know how people did it, like honestly, like without losing a finger. I feel like there's so many casualties that could happen from restringing dolls that have that style of stringing inside of them, you know. Okay. Move on down, give a little scrub here, clean, clean, clean. Try not to confuse the pieces here. Okay, next one. I think VOLKS is such an interesting company because, you know, they're kind of like the OGs of the doll world, and I just feel like a lot of their sculpts are so like they really need like somebody, they need like a magic touch to them, you know what I mean? Like I wouldn't really like say I would go for a VOLKS doll like right off the bat, but like I feel like, you know, when I see people and what they do with them, it's kind of similar to resin soul dolls. Like you look at resin soul dolls and you're like, meh, you know, they don't really look like much. But then when you see what people do to them, you're like, oh snap, that's actually pretty cool. And that's kind of how I feel about VOLKS, except they're not cheap. It's like people paying like hundreds upon hundreds upon hundreds of dollars for them. And then you see them and you're like, yeah, that's alright. You see the company photos and you're like, okay. But then like you see somebody else's doll and it's like a VOLKS whatever, blah blah blah. And then you're like, dang. Gotta wipe that booty. Sorry, I'm talking about this booty. There was definitely, I think, something on this doll, but I'm not quite sure if it was sealant or if it's over time. It's something, I can see something on it. Okay, we're just cleaning. Alright. And clean. Clean. I'm really impressed though, like I was really surprised to see her doll. Like I was like so scared because it was the only doll that I didn't find right away. And I was like, oh no, what is it gonna look like? When I open it, I was really worried. But it actually is not too bad. I'm gonna do the head now. Okay, so this is the oh god, this is the previous face up I had on it, and right here, it's like, meh. I mean, it's okay. It's definitely not like, it's definitely like early work of mine. They didn't really put much detail other than just the eyelashes. So, I mean, it's alright. I don't know if you can really see very well. It's alright, but you know, I want to do better. Gotta have knowledge and skills. Yeah. Hi, Costa. Yay! I'm glad you're cleaning dolls with me. Lashes are better than anything I can do. No, bro. That's all I had though, bro. At the time, was just like, all right, I'm pretty confident I'm making eyelashes, but now I'm gonna make her like really nice, really cute. I'm gonna make her super duper cute. Confident in my skills. Dang, this whatever I did for the eyebrows on this back in the day was like super strong. I'm gonna like accentuate this. Dang, she got some like crazy like eyelid creases. Hello. Where is my? I think of oh, shoot. I think of that Hocus Pocus and I'm like book. But I'm not looking for a book. I'm looking for my toothbrush that does in here. Not sure where it went. Dang. I don't really want to have to whip out the brush cleaner and restore, but I might have to. Ah, I see it. Hold on. Ugh. I can't wait, guys. You don't understand how excited I am to have my house hopefully being finished built by the end of October, because I just really want like my doll space. Like, I'm so grateful that I've been able to like have a place to stay, but like, you know, you just want your own place, you know? And it's like super hard for me to like, you know, because I would have like this so much more organized, I think, and better if I had like my own room. Soon. Soon. Damn eyebrows, they be thick. Yeah, she has some eyebrows on her, not gonna lie. Right now, I'm just trying to get out the little crevices. So I'm using a soft toothbrush. I'm dipping it in the rubbing alcohol, and I'm just kind of giving it a nice little scrub. So that way I can go ahead and get the creases and the other little pieces that are on the head here. Alright. For a hot second, I thought I saw a dimple. I thought she had a dimple on her eye. Okay. Still see a little bit of stubborn pieces here, not wanting to come off. I just want to make sure I have everything off before I seal it. Do the new layer. Okay, so a lot of that did come off, but dang, what did I use on those eyebrows back in the day? Because seriously, not wanting to come off. I'm gonna have to do a little bit of a magic clean eraser and the rubbing alcohol together, and that does the trick. So, did not have to use Winsor & Newton, thank God, because, yeah, I don't want to do that. Yeah. And hallelujah, she's clean. Alright. Okay, so she's good. The body looks good. Throw that away. I'm gonna just do one last scrub. Make sure this all looks good before I wash it. And yep, I'm gonna be washing it with some soap and some water. I'm gonna let it dry, and then we'll move on to sealing and restringing. So yeah, I think this looks better now, but I still really feel like the resin color is different. I really don't know if you can tell. Like, it's so hard to tell, especially now that I have a green thing on the bottom. But to me, the head still looks a lot lighter, so I'm not sure. How long should you let them dry after sealing them? I honestly like to be more safe than sorry, and I really honestly will give them like up to 30 minutes to dry. If I'm doing like a face up, I'll and if it's like I didn't like oversaturate it, like, you know, maybe it's like the initial shades layer, I'll spray it and like check it in 15 minutes, and then if it looks good to go, you know, I'll start working on the next piece. But for this, I think I'm honestly going to give it a good amount of time to let the sealant and stuff like that get into it, but I think I'm going to do it the cheater way. So FYI, the cheater way is that I'm gonna after I clean it, I'm gonna restring it and then just spray the whole body as a whole, and then I'll just flip it like a pancake and do the back side of it. Just because I mean I really don't care if it gets into these little crevices or whatever. I mean that's just me, but like I think that's what I'm gonna do. So I need to wash these parts. I think what I have to do, because I want to separate them. I wish I had like a tray. That way I could like put it like, you know, the left side on one side and the right side on one side, you know what I mean? I'm gonna try to carry it in these napkins here. So right side, and I'm gonna write right, left, right, left, all the left body pieces, head, body. All right, okay. Yeah, I just use soap and water just to make sure there's no more residue from the my brain can't think. I make sure there's no more residue from the cleaner I just used, and then I'll let it dry, fully dry. You don't want, I mean, resin is actually quite porous, so you want to make sure that it really is dried off before you put your layer of sealant on it. So I'm not gonna really worry about the head cap, but I'm gonna go ahead and take these. I'll come back for the other body pieces, and then I'm gonna do them on some towels here, the pieces so they can dry. And then while that is drying, we will work on it feels like I'm dusty. We'll work on some other things here as that's going. So let me go ahead and do this. You guys feel free to talk amongst yourself. I'm gonna go ahead and clean these pieces off here. I'm noticing random things pop up. Living in the new house is going to be nice too because everything will be close by. So yeah. All right, I've got, what was this? Where did I write it on this napkin? Whatever I wrote on that napkin. And then one more section. I noticed that I had the S hooks over there, and I was like, oh snap, I don't want to lose the S hooks, so I'm going to throw the S hooks down here, and then just grab the rest of these. Right. Oh my gosh, I had like a I thought I dropped. I thought I dropped a piece down the drain. I about had a heart attack right now. Yeah, I was drying the pieces and not drying. I was like rinsing them off. And then as I was rinsing them off, the wrist piece, this piece, I didn't see it. And I was like, "Oh my god. Did I just drop the stupid wrist piece down the sink?" And I was like, "No," because the sink was pretty high up and I was like, "Oh god." And then I just noticed it was still like tucked into the thing. So all right, everything is wet. So I have to dry everything now. I am trying to see if I have like another thing to dry things off with. Not come prepared. Not unprepared at all. Okay, so I'm just gonna kind of wipe them down here with this because, like I said, what my goal is that I'm going to my brain is so fried right now. I am going to restring it first and then seal the body. So, I mean, this is like the cheater method, I guess, if you want to call it that. So, I mean, take it with a grain of salt, but you know, that's how I'm gonna go ahead and just roll with it. Yeah, I mean, if you want to be like a super good doll mom, like, you know, you would put all these on like a stake, kind of like some weird ritual thing. And then you could seal it like all the way around, you know, and you can do it that way. So, totally up to you. So I'm gonna go ahead and just continue to dry. I'm gonna go ahead and show you because I have to cut the string too. So you gotta see me cutting the string here. It's super important. So we got all of our little doll pieces here. Give them a nice little dry here with the paper towel. And I'm gonna do the other side here in just a hot second. Totally forgot that I freaking still have stupid what's it called? Hot glue waiting in here. I'm just gonna peel it off. It comes off really easily, especially since it's kind of old. Just with your finger, you know, peel it off. Oh, girl. What is that? Uh-oh, I'm gonna have to magic clean eraser that. I noticed on her head that I can see like the bottom lashes still. Like that didn't get cleaned all the way. So, what is that? Cat here. All right. I'm gonna keep on drying these bad boys here. Just give them a nice little dry. Yeah, that really scared me though. I thought the piece went down the drain. It's like, my sister's gonna kill me. It's like, she's gonna kill me. Oh, that's it. That's the last stream you saw of me, guys. That's the end. Rest in pepperonis, AsenvaBJD. Oh god. Yeah, I really thought I was like so scared. You know what's funny? Oh, I was talking about how they're interesting, right? How the sculpts, how VOLKS sculpts are really interesting to me. I think what also makes them interesting is that their bodies are so like unique. Not unique. I mean, they are unique, but like, look at this hand. So this is an MSD sized doll, and like, look at the hand. It's so like chubby and like small. When you compare it to another like MSD sized doll, like sometimes, I mean, I don't think this is a good comparison, but you know, this is a Dolphy, yeah, right. This is a Bitsu hand. I feel like they're a little bit thinner, they're slender, more mature. VOLKS really does play off of that, like, you know, the OSD, if you like try to translate that, because MSD is like mini super Dolphy, SD is super Dolphy. When you try to translate the yo comes from like a childlike term, I guess, like, you know, meaning like not necessarily meaning little, but you know, they come from that. Wow, I just noticed you guys just took like a dive off my thing here. I was like, what is that camera doing? Just kidding, you guys are just here. So yeah. Weird. Okay. All right, next. Very importante. Stringing. So this was the arms. And I'll need to cut a new string for it. So 2 things I gotta keep in mind is 1, the thickness of the string. Hello, welcome to Stringland. So elastic comes in many different shapes and sizes. And so when you are going to buy elastic for your dolls, you have to match the millimeter that they use. I really can't tell them to you off the top of my head because I'm not that cool to tell you. But on my blog, I think I want to say it in my blog, I do have it listed there, like what's the recommended like string size for dolls and stuff, as far as like the diameter or whatever you want to call it, or the millimeters or whatever. So right now we're matching this one to elastic that I have on hand, which thank God it is the one that I purchased off of Amazon. It's like this huge tangle mess elastic. It's this one. And I go ahead and grab it. I can. Struggle's real. It's a hot mess. God, it's like one of those clown tricks where you're like pulling handkerchiefs out from a hat or something. All right, I need to organize that better. Okay, let's just not talk about how I'm not organized right now. I feel like this is a pretty good match. I mean, and the thing is that like, I feel like anything's gonna be an improvement at this stage because this old elastic is so like, it doesn't have its elasticity like what it used to be. This one is new, and you really have to tug at it in order to kind of feel it tighten. So yeah, we're gonna do it based off of this. I'm gonna make it like a tad bit smaller here. So I'm just matching the loops here. If I want to go and be extra, I can actually just untie. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm just gonna match it. YOLO. About here, and then I'm gonna give it a little bit of room for the knot. I'm gonna cut. Again, matching it up. I have to build my knot about here. I mean, I want to be honest with you guys, like, I don't know, like, fancy schmancy knots. I just know that if you try to tie it as if you were to tie your shoelaces, that could give you problems. So the way I'm going to tie it is that I'm going to bring it, both of the strings around to make like a loop. And then we're going to pull them through the loop, both strings, to where we have our knot like this. And then I'm going to tighten it, but also make sure that I'm matching it with this one here. So that's Gucci. Might have to make it smaller, but we'll find out right here in a hot second. Okay, so this is our arms. So this is our new elastic for our arms. So when we're getting ready here to go ahead and do the new elastic for the arms, you don't want your knot to be on the middle. So you want these other loopy parts to be the sides, and you want your knot to stay here in the center. So, I mean, I don't know if there's like a for sure fire way to do this better than, you know, what I got here for you today, but, you know, we're just gonna go with it. So I'm gonna stick this through, and I'm gonna stick it through. Honestly, I would probably be better off if I had like my tools, but like I'm in the middle of a move, so I don't have any of my tools. I actually have like a, what's it called? Not pliers, the medical tool that, like, I can't think of what it's called. You guys tell me in the chat. But I do have that tool that I can use, like the clamp. I think that's what it's called, a clamp, surgical clamp. I do have that helps a lot also. Yeah, typically I think what I'm gonna need is I need like a ribbon or like a string to use that. Because what we want to do is we want to pull it all through. Oh, got a ribbon. I could do this better. This is so unorganized. I can't even. Can't live like this. That elastic is like, oh. Hello. Okay. There's a ribbon. Wait, I'm gonna have to just try to power through this as best as I can because I don't have any of my tools with me at all. Kind of stinks. I need to pull it through. That's the thing. I don't think I can pull it through with this. Forceps. Thank you guys. Yeah, him stats. Thank you guys. You guys are the best ever. Yeah, I really want my tools back. I want like my whole desk and setup back. It feels so useless right now. Can't even do what I want to do. I just need to stick this through. That's all I gotta do. All I gotta do, boo. Stick it through, boo. She don't wanna go. She don't wanna go. This is gonna take me 10,000 years if I don't find a string, actually. I have to put the legs. Okay, hold on. I'm in my mom's craft room. There's gotta be a string in here somewhere. Oh my god. If not, then I am a failure at looking around. What is that? Better. You guys are like, so sorry. You guys had to suffer for like 5 minutes. Me trying to make this work. And I was like, why isn't this working? All right, much better. All right, so we got the string. Pull it through. Whoop. Okay. Now, we don't want this knot, so we're going to play a little game here to where we're going to twist it and move it out of the way. At the same time, I got to pull this through so that way the strings don't get in the way. And bada bing, bada boom, we have our arms through. God, man, that was like painful. All right, so we got our little wings here. He's like, wee, I'm free. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and start putting pieces back together. Crap. I want to say that was left. No, it's right. I can tell by the hands. Yes. Okay, this is left. All right, so let's go ahead and put our arms back together. These are the legs. Those go together. These are the hands. Make sure that the wrist, the floating wrist part is facing the right way. Okey-dokey. Artichokey. Looks like an arm. Why does it look like there's two arms? What the heck? Why are there two socket parts? What is going on? This goes to a foot. Okay. Like puzzles. Like making puzzles. Hold on. It has to be to an ankle. This goes to the foot, the leg. That goes together. That's a leg. Okay, there we go. It's because it's single jointed. It's like throwing me off. Because it's single jointed. That's why I was like, wait a minute. Where's the rest of this? Here, kidding. We're good. We're good. All right, I'm gonna make sure I get this in here right. If my sister was watching this, she'd probably be like, what's wrong with you? No, unfortunately, there's no labels on this. Not really. So, this is like old. She's an old doll. I mean, I don't know if you consider it like really old, but I mean, it's single jointed body old. So, I'm gonna go ahead and pull the strings, put the strings through the different pieces here. And then we just pull our elastic through. So, wait, crap. Wait, what did I say this was? Yeah. Oh man, okay. Alright, so that one goes in there. Gucci there. We're gonna keep going. Again, line up your strings, feed them through the doll piece, have them come out the other end, and pull them through. Right. So far, so good. This little guy's here. I'm gonna make sure that doesn't go all the way through. And we need our S hook. That is a foot. That is a hand. Our little hand S hook goes in. Make sure it's facing the right way. Okay. And we're going to get ready to reconnect the bottom of it to the string. So we're going to go ahead and put this through like this. Attach it. Pull our string out. And this arm is ready. So you can tighten it, and there you go. We're going to do the next arm. Again, put your string through. And then we're going to get the first part to our arm. That's a leg. That goes to a foot. This is the arm. Cool. Feed our pieces through. Pray that I did this the right way. Because if not, I'm in a lot of trouble. This looks right. Do the arm. Going places, guys. We're doing things. We're living our best life here. Okay. All right. Pull it through. Okay. Already, I feel like this is a lot tighter than what it used to be. So we're in good standings here. Okay. Whew. That is pretty tight. Okay. I'm gonna try to see if I can get this on there. There we go. Okay. S hook is on. The string, we got it on there. I'm also going to try to see if I can pull this off. There we go. Okay. And our arms are done. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. She looks great. Does not feel loose at all. We're holding our poses a lot better now. And that's because technically, if I wanted to, you want to get really technical, we could honestly put our... this part, this string, I've seen it done before. I don't think she's going to need it. But you could put this part through the top and hook that to the S hook as well. I really don't think she's going to need it. She's pretty tight as it is right now, so I think we're in good shape. I'm just going to make sure that the strings and the inside and stuff are centered, and I want to make sure that that knot stays in the middle there. Okay. All right, moving on to the feeties. Okay, same thing. We're gonna go ahead and get our elastic. We're gonna measure it to be similar, maybe slightly smaller than the other one. So, start singing the skeleton dance song while watching some of the doll together. Is it the doing skeleton dance? And then it's like, wait, actually, I can't even think of what it is. All I know is that part in the chorus part. Doing skeleton dance. All right, a little bit more. Again, I'm measuring the old to the new that I've got here. Okay, I'm gonna cut and make my new knot. So I'm not gonna confuse these two. Get it? Not gonna confuse these. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and tie this off. Make the knot like last time, putting both strings through. Shiza. This is like, hold on. I made this too short. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's too short. Okay. So I didn't tighten it all the way, so I'm gonna just kind of bring my knot up just by making sure it's not tight and just pulling it up. Make sure again, check it again, and that looks good. Okay. All right. So tighten my knot. We're good. I'm gonna put these old elastics in the trash so I don't confuse them anymore. This elastic, and we're gonna go ahead and get moving on our legs. Okay, so we've got a right foot, we got a left foot. Okay, we're good. All right, so if you remember, we had the elastic going through here. Again, it's one loop of elastic that is tied like this, and it goes down to the bottom legs like this. So we're gonna go ahead and feed these through to the bottom parts of the legs. Now this part is the part that is gonna come up to the top. Again, one of two ways, and I think the way that this doll in particular, if I remember how it was when I looked at it, had only this top knot part, this one, coming up through the torso and through the neck to the S-hook. This bottom one stayed at the bottom where the crotch is. So we're going to see how that is. I think this should be a lot nicer than it was. It's going to be definitely a lot tighter because this was super loosey-goosey and she couldn't even sit or stand. So we're going to take a look and see how this goes. Again, feeding the string into the body. Gonna make them go down to the leg. It's almost through. Noticing how nasty and dry my hands are. I do have a hook, Collier. I do have a hook. I just don't have it with me right now because I'm in the process of moving. Yeah, I have a whole bunch of really cool tools for me to use for my dolls, but yeah, I don't have anything right now. Because that would make life a lot easier. Like, butt ton easier than the struggle I'm going through right now. I'm just kicking it old school, and this is how I used to do it when I had no tools. So. Alright. I got both? I do. Good. Got one through. Let's do the other. So again, our goal is to loop both pieces down the leg holes. And that's what we're gonna do. Oh, there's the foot bones connected to the leg bone. The leg bone's connected to the footy bone. The foot bone's connected to the foot bone. Doing the skeleton dance. Alright. Other way around. Get in there. Woo! Do I not have to? Oh my god. All coming back to me. Oh my god. No, no, no. Other string, come in. No, other string, come in. Other string. Do me a salt. It's gonna be difficult. That's what it's gonna do. It's gonna be difficult for me. Can you just follow your brother down the rabbit hole? Another thing you just have to keep in mind is that sometimes the thigh joint area, hole, place, whatever you want to call it, They come in different ways. Like this is like really slender holes. These are really thin holes that I'm having to feed all this stuff in through. That like typically it's like a gaping huge hole like in other dolls, but for some odd reason this one is like crazy big. All right, there we go. Got it through. Okay, I'm gonna do some adjusting here. So again, my goal is to keep this knot in the center. So again, I'm gonna just kind of play with it a little bit here until I get this knot in the center. Okay. So just like that. All right. Sweet Caroline. All right. So next on the to-do list, I think honestly, I think it'll be good enough if I just do the bottom part and I just keep this part at the top. This has like a center piece because of like the crotch area here that it'll stop the center elastic. So I just have to worry about this one. So this elastic here, I am going to just try my best to keep it where it needs to stay. Typically I use like a glue stick or something, but you know, whatever. I'm going to be ghetto and I'm just going to put that there for now to help me keep my place. Okay. So that being said, let's go ahead and string some leggy poos and let's go. But ton while you're holding the butt. Yeah. Fun times, guys. Fun times. All right. So the cool thing is this is a single jointed leg, so there's not too many pieces. This is my left. So let's do my left. Again, we're gonna just feed it through. And feeding it through. I might have to do this in two pieces because I connected it, but I think it needs to be two. All right, there's one. She's in. Let's do the other one. And this is a single jointed leg, so I don't have a floating knee piece to worry about. I just got to do these two pieces here. Okay, there we go. Leg is in. Got one leg in. Let's do our foot. Same thing. We're going to make sure that this is facing the right way. Got our S hook in here too. Okay. San Antonio. Foot piece has like a little resin piece in the back, so I think that helps the ankle stay in place. So I gotta make sure that that goes where it needs to go. Okay. For my security, I'm also gonna put one of those there. And I'm gonna go ahead and pull this. If I had a surgical hemostat clamp thingamabob, I would be able to do this simply by clamping the elastic down there, but I don't have that, so I have to use my strength to do so. Hold it in place. So again, our goal is to get the S hook onto the elastic. Got him, coach. Next, now this leg. This is going to be a fun one. Because it gets tighter as you do like one side. One side is always going to be real easy and the other side is always a lot tighter. So I'm going to move those. I need the string to go through. Okay. Pull that out. Get my string ready for the other leggy. We learned this song as kids at some point. Useful to sing it. You make sure you don't go nuts when assembling the doll. Or maybe it will make you go nuts as you're assembling the doll. Singing child songs. Songs from your youth. Like, yes. I'm not a crazy doll lady. Alright. One leg in. Do the other part. My God. Going. Strings are through. Gonna pull. Oof, this one's gonna be tight. Might be too tight. I'm kind of worried about that, folks. Okay. See what we can do. God, I'm gonna have to use all my strength. This piece goes to the back. Okay, that's in there. All right, say a prayer for me. Here I go. Oof. Let's get back for this. Okay, let's see how we do. Oh no. That's a little too tight. Shoot. So now we are at a standstill because the elastic is not coming through all the way. If I were to try to tighten it like this, there could be damage to the doll. So we don't want to force that. As you can see, like this is all that we got here to work with. So this much elastic will not do. So this is the sad part of our story. This is the sad part of our story where we may have to recut elastic because we are not going to be able to put this part through all the way with the centerpiece elastic here. I don't even know. This is why you should always cut your elastic to be longer than what you think it will be. Because if I had cut my elastic a little bit longer, all I would have to do is just loosen the knot, push it back, and then just pull it. But I was a fool, and I was like, yeah, confidence. And yeah, I pretty much thought that that was going to be enough. I don't even think this is going to be enough room if I try to do it this way. TBH. I can try, but I really don't think it is. Might be a little bit of wiggle room. We'll see right now. Hold on. I'd have to do it like on the utmost top here. See if I have enough room. I really don't think I will. But you know, miracles can happen. Oh my god. Alright, let's see if this works. Probably not. Get it? Probably not. I'm here all week, guys. Okay, let's see here. Hold on. Something. I need the middle part of the elastic to come back up. Good. Hello, little elastic knot. I need you back to the top, please. Now you're shy. Now I wish the centerpiece could come out so I could stick my finger in there and grab it. Also, I wish I had my hook. My crochet hook. That'd be cool. If I had that, I'd just stick that in there and pull out the knot. I don't have a tool in here for that. Do I? I mean, I've got like a... Have a dentist tool that I can use to pull it out, maybe. There we go. Thank God. Okay. Not be confused for using for dental work, but you know. Alright. So let's see here. Oh my god. I don't know if this is gonna be enough. I really don't know. I really don't think it is. I'll be honest with you all. I really don't think this is gonna be enough. I'm gonna need more, I think. Elastic. But I tried. Can't say I didn't try. See if we can do it. Can be miracles. Let's see. Let's see. I don't think it's gonna work. Oh, maybe. Oh god, but see, okay. The problem is that we still have to pull this through the top of the body. So I could do it, but I don't know if it's gonna work. You know what I mean? Yo, that is like so tight. It's gonna, there's no way, because like this still has to travel up. I mean, maybe? Guys? Okay, so here's the thing. Okay, guys, let me tell you something right now. Okay? We were Voyagers. We were Voyagers. But no, it's out of all seriousness, if this is too tight and I feel like it's too tight, you're gonna want to cut a new string, because there can be damage that can occur from a doll being too tight. The joints start wearing on each other, and then you can start pieces can start cracking, especially thinner parts that are around ankles or legs or things like that. It can really mess up your doll, so you don't want it to be extremely tight. That's not necessarily a good thing if your doll is like overly tight. So FYI, don't do it too tight. Yeah, and this little knot guy is just traveling. He's just, he's just living his best life here. He's like, yep, I'm just living my best knot life here, do whatever knot things do. Yeah, I'm not sure, guys. I really feel like I should just recut it, Up my losses, so to speak. Yeah, I'm not down with this at all. I'm really scared of it, honestly. Just, I don't want it to damage my sister's doll. At the end of the day, that's what I'm more scared of, is that I'm scared of it messing up her doll. Let's just be real here, okay? Let's see if I can, let's just see what happens, okay? And then if it is too tight, then we're not going to keep it, okay? Problem is, like I said, this is so much harder to do without the proper tools, like to help you restring a doll. This is like olden days. This is like when Asenva had no tools or anything, and I was just like learning about dolls and stuff, and I was like, I'm just gonna use my brute strength to restring a doll today. And that's what I did. This would be so much easier. So much easier if I had the right tools. Ugh. I don't have to worry about doing this stuff. Ugh. Really hard. Or if I had another, I used to ask my husband to help me restring. I used to be like, can you hold this while I pull this? And that's like, how I tag teamed with him on it. I need this to be open, that's the problem. And this little floaty piece keeps on floating. I need to grip it higher too. Oh, I can do it. Do it. Do it. I can do it. I can do it. I can do it. Oh, almost. I'm like sweating. Alright. S-Hook. Come on, S-Hook. Be a pal. And just go through the elastic for me. Can you do me that solid, please? Thanks. Cool. Alright. So, in theory, this would be great, okay? Oh god, I'm so tired. Alright. In theory, this would be great, right? Because she's nice and tight. This is a lot better than what it used to be, because she was like super helicopter before. But our added challenge is having to move this piece all the way up through the torso. Like, we have to like literally put it all the way through here and onto the S-hook. So if this is like gonna be too tight, then that's where we got some issues here. Not to mention, our knot has traveled, so I have to kind of pull and twist here to get it back out of that section. Because you're not gonna want it. Let me show you where it is. Right now, it's at the knee, the leg, and that's not where we want our. That's not where we want it. Okay. So I'm gonna have to do some shifting here. There it is. Yeah, we don't want this guy down there. Okay. So I'm just gonna pull out some pieces here and kind of like try to rearrange as best as I can, because our goal is to have this knot at the top. Remember, we don't want this knot to go in another area. Okay, show you. So this knot, we want to keep it to the top if we can. So that is going to go through the center. So sweaty. I'm like so sweaty. I'm like, yeah, life is a lot better when you have like the forceps, whatever you want to call them. When you have like a crochet hook, like that is super highly recommended. It will save so much of your time and stress when you're restringing a doll. Yeah, this is, I mean, this would be ideal. Look, she's already standing. Like, she wasn't able to stand before. Like, she could not stand at all. You know, our only concern here is that we just want to make sure that we can put this through safely, you know. So I'm just kind of like debating. I'm like, do I really want to I really want to try to pull it through all the way. Will it pull all the way? We don't know. We can try them for science. And if it does not, then the things I do for my sister. Like restringing a really old doll. And again, man, that crochet hook, solid piece for you to have in your BJD collection, because you could literally just like pull it through the head. You just shove it in there, not shove it in there, you know, but you just stick it in there and then you pull it out like a fish. That's what you'll be able to do. Yeah. Okay, so we're just gonna try not to lose my patience as I move this string. Oh, please. Do me a favor. And just go through the hole. Yo, this ribbon is so curly. That's why it's like trying not to go through the hole because it's like so ribbony. Alright, folks, this is what we're gonna do. Gonna push it through. That's what I gotta do, friends. Just gotta push it. Push it. Push it real good. Okay. We are getting there, friends. We're getting there. Okay. This is not the prettiest way to do this by far, but we are making dreams come true. Oh Lord, is this gonna go through? Oh no, I'm so scared. Oh, I'm so scared. I'm so scared. Oh, it actually went through quite nicely. What the heck? Who are you? Hey, hey, hey. Look at me, Mom. I'm a big kid now. Can I get an S hook through here? Maybe, maybe not. God, that was so hard to do. Alright. I mean, was that a clean restring? No. Did I get the job done? Yes. Yeah, I think I can cut the string now on this torso part. I didn't want to cut it yet because, you know, I did the right thing to the torso, but I didn't do the right thing to the other part, so. Beautiful. Wow, look at you in all of your naked glory. She can stand. What's up? She doesn't have a helicopter body. She doesn't feel that bad. I think the knot was just throwing it off. She can pose. Oh my gosh. Welcome to being restrung again, little VOLKS Sakura. I hope you enjoy the blood, sweat, and tears I put into restringing your body because I feel like I earned a drink. just by doing that. Nah, dude, this is perfect, dude. She's a solid stander now that she's restrung. I don't think I'm gonna have to recut the elastic. I honestly feel like I think it was just I think it was just that knot that was going through. And the knot's not here in the thigh joint, so we're in good business there. Yeah, she looks. This is phenomenal. Like, I mean, you guys saw her before, right? Like, she literally could not stand. Like, she was flopsy wopsy everywhere. Like, this is pretty solid. You know, feels good. I really don't think it's too tight on her legs. I think we're good. And I'm not just saying that because I don't want to restring her again. I'm saying it because I really do feel like she's a lot better now. So that took up so much of my flipping time. All right, she looks great. So we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna leave her back to dry. She's gonna chill back there. I mean, the next part of our step of what we gotta do, so much elastic on my floor right now, is just honestly the face up. So I'm gonna be working on doing the face up. Obviously, I am out of time. I actually went overtime today on my stream. But hopefully this kind of gave you insight on how restringing is, it's got some challenges, but it definitely is not impossible to do. It's not impossible. It can be a little bit scary if you've never done it before. But nothing is really permanent. I really could have just, taken off all the strings and then just tried it again. There's no problem with that. And if you don't feel comfortable with something, like, you don't like how it turned out, then try it again. That's the kind of cool thing about doing work on your dolls, is that, like, they're your dolls. So if you don't like how the face up looks, try it again. If you don't like how the restringing was, try it again, And that's kind of how you have to get through with a lot of the maintenance stuff, is that it's just you doing trial and error and learning what your doll can do, and you just go with it at that point. So I think I still have some work to do, obviously, because I did not get to do her face up. But like I said, I'm going to let this dry overnight. I think maybe if I can, I would like to do a time lapse of her being put back together and then her face up. That'll be on my to-do list. But for today, I think that's a good stopping point. That was a lot of work. Again, I hope this helped you out. If you guys have any questions about restringing or cleaning dolls, feel free to leave your question in the comment section down below. Also, please feel free to check out my articles. I do have some informative articles with pictures step by step on how to do things like restringing and stuff. Actually, I think it's not the BJD size guide. I really want to say I have it in one of the categories, either like new to BJDs or something like that. Oh my god, there's so many things. There we go. I have like a step-by-step guide on how to restring, and then like the tools that are recommended for using it, and then I also have, like I said, pictures and stuff that will lead you through it. So if you've never done it before and you need some help, feel free to check that out. Or again, you can just watch this video again. So it's up to you, but you'll have to see me sweating and crying if you watch this video. Anyway, I hope you guys have a dollytastic day. Stay safe. I hope you guys are having fun with whatever dolly projects that you guys are working with. And yeah, just be looking forward. Hopefully I'll get another article out here soon, and I'll continue to doing what I do. Have an awesome night. We'll see you guys later. Okay, bye.